Ladies and gentlemen, gather close, not just with your ears, but with your heart. This is a one-story teller where truth is not merely told, but felt. For 89 years, we've chronicled humanity's most unforgettable journeys. Tales of hope forged in fire, justice clawed from the jaws of cruelty, and love that dares to rise in the face of everything set to break it. But tonight, we offer you a story that is not just relevant, it is urgent. A tale ripped from the soul of America's streets. A moment that begins like so many others. A quiet Saturday, a fruit market, a black woman with her hands full of peaches and nothing else. And within 10 minutes, the world she knew, and the world you know, is cracked open by violence. What follows is not just reaction, not just protest, but a husband's unflinching war for justice, and a community's reckoning with the very meaning of protection, power, and survival. This is racist cop chokes black woman in public. Within 10 minutes, he's dragged to court by her husband. This is not fiction. This is not history. This is now. And it begins, not with sirens, but with silence. The kind that only breaks when someone refuses to stay silent any longer. The ordinary peace. It was a warm Saturday morning in downtown Atlanta. Children laughed near food trucks, jazz poured from street speakers, and locals milled around the farmer's market. Among them, 34-year-old Kendra Lewis browsed for ripe peaches. Radiant in a sundress, her smile a quiet hymn of contentment. Unholy interruption. As she turned from a vendor, a harsh voice sliced through the gentle hum of the morning. "You fit the description," barked Officer Daniel Griggs. White, stocky, eyes sharp with suspicion. No greeting, no reason, just presence and prejudice. Kendra blinked, startled. "Excuse me?" The first hands. Griggs stepped closer, hand already on her arm. "Turn around, now!" "No! What's this about? I didn't do anything!" The onlookers froze, phones rose, and then, snap! His other hand was at her neck, shoving her against the vendor stall. A mother screamed. A child cried. Less than 3 blocks away, Jason Lewis, civil rights attorney, husband and father, was sipping coffee at a sidewalk cafe. His phone buzzed. A message from a friend. "Is this Kendra?" Attached, a shaky video. Jason didn't finish his coffee. He ran. When Jason reached the scene, he saw the back of his wife's head pinned against a crate of produce. Griggs had his knee on her lower back, shouting demands. "Kendra!" Jason roared, fire in his veins. "Sir, stand back. I am her attorney and her husband. You're done." Jason knew the magistrate court was just 5 minutes away. He called a favor, pulled strings, and before Griggs could blink, 2 marshals arrived. "You are hereby summoned to appear immediately," one said. "On what charge?" Griggs spat. "Assault, excessive force, public misconduct." The crowd parted as Griggs was escorted away, his badge, gun, and arrogance stripped at once. Kendra, shaken but steady, was lifted gently by her husband. The phone stayed up. The cheers began. The footage exploded online. #Justice for Kendra trended by nightfall. Civil rights leaders, celebrities, and everyday citizens demanded accountability. A black woman protected by her husband and the law. This is what justice should look like, one tweet read. 3 days later, court was packed. Jason stood not just as husband and counsel, but as a symbol. Griggs, on the stand, tried to justify. She was uncooperative. While shopping for peaches, Jason countered, voice calm but razor sharp. Vendor after vendor testified. So did children, a tourist, and even a retired judge who'd been walking his dog. "I've seen brutality," the judge said, but this was a display of pure racial profiling and unchecked power. The jury deliberated less than an hour. Guilty on all counts, gasps, applause, tears. Griggs showed no remorse, only disbelief that the world had changed without asking his permission. The city launched new accountability measures. Officers began wearing enhanced body cams. The mayor personally apologized to Kendra and Jason. More importantly, trust began to regrow, slowly but visibly. That night, Jason and Kendra sat on their porch in silence, watching the stars. "You okay?" he whispered. "I'm better," she smiled. "Because you came." "No," he said, "because we rose." From a chokehold to a courtroom in under 10 minutes. Not through violence, but through action, love, and unflinching courage. This wasn't just justice. It was a message. If this story moved you, don't stay silent. Share it. Comment your thoughts. Subscribe to A One Storyteller for more real stories that shake the soul and inspire change, because the world needs witnesses. And we are the storytellers.